Hello, Rodger here with Chautauqua. Warren and I have talked about the fact it's probably a good time to get in touch with all the people we haven't been in touch with for the last few months and let you know what's going on at Chautauqua. First of all, we're sorry we had to cancel the last three shows of last season. We were all ready to go with Pride and Prejudice, and we're going to open the next weekend, and that was right when the coronavirus hit big. And so we postponed, moved it to May 31st, and of course, we had to move that date again. So now we are have our season set, and we have the brochure. This is a season brochure you'll be getting in the mail, hopefully, soon. And already there's a change on that. We were putting this season together, and we were going to move Pride and Prejudice to the first show of the season. But because things are still so unpredictable, we decided we'd better to go with a small cast show. So that show has 17 people in it, and we're going to open with The Perfect Murder, which is a smaller cast of 5 or 6. And then we will do Pride and Prejudice as the last show of the season. So when you get this brochure, you'll get a note on it, a little sticker that will say, please be aware that we have flopped the 2 shows in the season. So we have everything here. We had to cancel Pride and Prejudice. We had to cancel The Perfect Murder. And we had to cancel Horrible, Horrible Men. So now the season is going to open with, as I said, The Perfect Murder. A very good British murder mystery. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. It's a nice, light way to start the season. Then our second show will be Horrible, Horrible Men. That's an original script that I wrote, and I hope you'll enjoy that too. And it's got an interesting storyline to it. Being I wrote it, I'll give you a little background on it. I was doing a little research, and I'm always looking for something that I thought might be interesting for our audience. And I came across this background piece on the making of the film The Raven, which was a low-budget horror film with 3 of the great horror stars who are older at that point in time. There's Boris Karloff, Vincent Price, and Peter Lorre. And of course, it was directed by Rodger Corman, small part by Jack Nicholson, and they were touring going on a press tour for that show in 1964. And as they were on the road, they got caught in a snowstorm in New York City and were snowed into their hotel. So I took that as a basic premise, put those characters together, that they're snowed in the hotel, we see them arriving, and we also have appearances in that by Rodger Corman's character and Jack Nicholson's character, and 2 fictional characters, a young intern reporter, a female reporter that's kind of interning, and everybody's snowed in, so she gets assigned the job to go interview these guys. And then we have a cameraman who is a stringer, who is also an interesting character. So it's a small comedy. It's kind of an autobiographical comedy. You'll learn a lot about the 3 main players and as you get into it. A lot of humor, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So that's going to be the second show of the season. And our third show we're going to go back and do a Christmas show this year, which we haven't done for a while. And that's a comedy with 3 men. It's kind of a review of every Christmas story that's ever been told. And it's very funny, it's very fast-paced, it's very light. Good holiday entertainment. I think you'll have a good time with that. And that'll be in our December slot. And then we're going to go through the opening of the new year with Savannah Sipping Society. That's one of the Southern comedies by the team of Jones, Hope, and Wooten, who wrote a whole series of these comedy characters, mainly with focus on female characters. So that'll be a nice light way to start off the first of the year. Then we're going to follow that with a new play by a local playwright, Leo McElroy, who has written a play called Curtain Call, and it's the final days of John Wilkes Booth as he's caught in the barn, as the trial of John Wilkes Booth. And I think that's going to be kind of an exciting thing. And the premise there is it's after he shot Lincoln, they got him trapped in the barn, and he is on trial by basically all the people in his past who are coming and seeing that he comes to justice. Very intense, dramatic, and something a little different for us because it takes place not in a set in a house. It takes place in the barn, and we thought that was a nice change of pace. And we're expecting really a good show there. And like I say, something a little heavier to mix in our season. Following that, in April and into May, will be the traditional comedy Younger Women in the South, Crimes of the Heart. Very popular play when it first came out 25 years ago, and it's kind of a staple for theaters across the country now as part of their season. Comedy with a little bit of little bit of a darkness to it, but mainly comedy and sympathetic characters that I think you'll really enjoy. And then we'll close the season with Pride and Prejudice. And it's too bad because we had to set all up for that. We had to just tear it down this past week so we could get ready for the next show. And that is going to get us through the end of our season. That way, it'll be a nice way to end the season with something big and colorful and splashy. A period piece, which we don't do that often. So that will be something that I think will be entertaining. And we have right now, Jane Austen is such a popular character in theaters across the country as far as an author, and we'll be doing this. This will be our kind of move into that. Warren will be getting to you on the children's season, which is going to be exciting as well, and he'll be sending out an announcement about what that's going to consist of. A couple things we wanted to mention was we first of all really appreciate your support as seasoned subscribers. And we also, I want to thank you for those of you who, rather than asking for a refund, donated your tickets back to the theater, the unused tickets. Because we're having an extremely difficult time, you can imagine now. It's the first time in 43, this will be our 43rd season. And I've been there since the beginning, and we've never had anything like this. We've never even had to cancel a show. So we've never been closed for more than a month. So it's really kind of hard on us because we're all raring to go and no place to go. So I wanted to just let you know what's going on, to watch for your brochure, give us a call or visit us online at the website, cplayhouse.org, if you got any questions. And the other thing that I wanted to do is guarantee you that when you come back, we'll be taking all the precautions to make the theater as safe as possible. We'll be doing temperature scans. We'll be doing extra cleaning. We will be spraying everything down with alcohol and hand cleaner. We'll change the concession arrangement so you'll be able to feel as safe as possible. We may be in a position we only have 95 seats. So we only have, if we get stuck with limited seating, which means we may have to go down to allowing only 45 or 50 a night, we will always take care of season subscribers first. And the other thing that we might end up doing is, because if we can't do the full seating, is to accommodate people, we'll probably end up adding some additional performances, maybe on Saturdays, and maybe some weeknights, a Thursday night or something like that, to get in extra performances for people who aren't able to get in if we do get stuck with reduced seating. So I wanted to thank you for all of your past patronage and encourage you to come back. We really need you. We miss you. And hopefully we'll have a great season. I don't see any reason why we won't. We got good people directing. We got good people in line for casting. And I think we've picked a really nice season of shows. So anyway, hope to see you soon.